wanna know who we are, so we tell them this is the MyT Sports Podcast. I didn't even check to make sure that camera was right. People wanna know who we are. I started late as fuck. We tell them this is the MyT Sports Podcast. Whew. I always love this. Good. Am my camera on right? Evening, and welcome back to another edition of the MyT Sports Podcast. I am your host, the one and only talent, El Idolo Deportivo Taylor. It is another Fuego day in the hottest city in the world. It is officially September 23rd. It is 9:01 p.m. It is full-fledged. How you know the temperature is right now? 84 degrees. When I say we live in the most Fuego city in the world, it is hot for no reason. You understand? It's September. And unless you just wearing some skin tights and you have female chromosomes, what is those? XY? XXC? XX? What? You know what I'm trying to say here. Then you're not even wearing pants right now. Everybody I see got shorts on. It's hot as shit out here. You see this light sweat glistening all over my forehead? That's not because I came from a Diddy party. Like, I'm sweating out here. I'm not greased up. We got a big show for you guys. Listen, I'm wilding and smiling already. When I say we got a big show for you guys, we got a big show for you guys. We got the WNBA season. That's over. It's dead. We got the Giants. They actually stay alive. We got the Jets. Oh, this is so pretty to be a fan of the... Talk to me one time.
And the fact that you still stand here and you want to still do this just blows my mind. I don't get. And the fact.
I didn't realize that shit was on the Bluetooth. But it's time for us to go live real quick. Oh yeah, that's gonna be good. Now what does that look like? What the fuck is that? Okay. I'll go live with that shit. I don't know what the fuck it was. It had some flowers in that bitch. We gonna rock some flowers on the behind the scenes cam on Instagram. You guys can see where we at. You see the background. You recognize the picture already. That means it's another Monday. We're back live at Sharkeys. We're doing another show. The phone lines all already open. If you wonder, yes, folks, the phone lines all already open. Actually, the phone lines are now officially open. So if you guys want to get in on the show, the link's already there in the bio. But I'm about to drop something for you guys. I'm gonna drop a link to all the links. And what you do is, if you want to get on here and represent one time, then you hop on the show with us. I see you people still on the comment. I see you people still on the filter it. You make sure you like, you share, and you follow. You gotta follow the 3 rules of podcasting, right? Just do that for me real quick, and we'll be good. Thank you. Joe Burrow's in the end zone. That's what I need to see. Zach Moss is in the end zone. That's what I need to see. I need scoring. And when do I want it? I want it now, like a J.G. Wentworth settlement. Somebody's about to pass some gas real quick, so bear with me. So you guys can see it's another Monday. We at Sharkeys. We got another Blue Chew promo code for you guys. Depending on how many people are here in the next 30 minutes, we may do some BBL Quizy. We got Monday Night Football, and this is not even a game right now. But you guys know we keep the games on the back. We got Buffalo versus whoever the fuck they're blowing out, and we got Cincinnati against whoever the fuck they're struggling against. I know I'm disrespectful to the Washington, whatever they call themselves, and the Jacksonville Jaguars, but have they earned or deserve any respect yet for this season? Kind of like the Giants. I know the Giants got a victory out finally this year, but have they fully earned our respects? We gonna talk about them Giants as they stay alive. We're going to talk about the maturation of Josh Allen. Because we are witnessing right now, truly and fully, the maturation of Josh Allen. We got some Celtics news that you guys may or may not have been aware about. Sam Darnold. Jets fans, you're not gonna like what I talk about when I talk about Sam Darnold. But we're gonna get into all that and more coming up next right here on the MyT Sports Podcast. But you know what we say here, regardless of the time and regardless of the weather. You know what we say here, Ronnie?
You play to win the game. Hello?
It's always a blast on the MyT Sports Podcast. So, listen, get your drinks ready. Get your blunts ready. Get your joints ready. Pack a bowl. Fire up a rig. Cause we're about to start this show, and we gonna be coming in hot. The birthday celebration's coming up short at the top of the show. You make sure you get ready. Tag your birthday people. So, and I mean this for real. You don't want to miss it. So, we're gonna stir this motherfucker up like it's coffee. Shout out to Bernie Mac. Oh, I'm stirring up that shit. Let's start talking. Woo! Ric Flair's still alive, right? Okay, that's what's up. That shit comes through. Comes through. You gotta bring it down. You gotta tone it down. It'll come through. So it'll sound like I'm echoing. Like you'll hear it. It's gonna double through. It's gonna double back through. But I appreciate you. So we back at it like a sports fanatic. MyT Sports. I'm glad Ric Flair's still alive. I ain't gonna lie. Because Ric Flair's one of the people, when he dies, I think I'm gonna feel it. I'm gonna feel that one. So let me not talk that into the ear.
Yeah, I was like, why are you even saying
I
that?
don't know. You know why? Because we was just talking about Rich Homie Quan, right?
Yeah.
And our boy Darnell was here. And he had the same reaction to Rich Homie Quan that I did. And I said it here a couple episodes ago that I knew some songs by and well, not quite the same. I knew some songs by Rich Homie Quan. I knew I did. He didn't think he knew. He's like, I don't know who the fuck he is, right? I don't know no songs by Rich Homie Quan. For me, I was shocked at how many songs that I knew. He was just shocked that he knew this many songs. Period. You know what I mean? But it was almost the same realization, like, oh shit, he had this many bangers. Because when you're playing his catalog, we're really just judging him off his bangers. We ain't bought no albums. We ain't listened to what I like to call tracks 2 through 9. You know what I mean? We ain't do that shit. We've listened to tracks 1, 2, and 10, 11, and 12. That's all we've heard. And maybe 7. The fact that he had a dozen bangers, easily, that I can be like, oh shit, yeah, I can see myself fucking to this. You know what I mean?
You're crazy as hell. What the hell?
But you know what I mean? You know, like he had this kind of songs that could put you in a good rhythm is what I'm trying to say over here. You know what I mean? But once I witnessed that, I was like, hey, yo. Because it made me give him his flowers as he was receiving flowers. Because it made me realize that he really had a catalog. Yeah. And not only did he have a catalog, he had a catalog to be respected. And if you could get 12 bangers, then you put in some work. Yeah. Not everybody got 12 bangers. A lot of one, especially these days. Because also there's a lot of songs that, while they're buzzing now, they don't hold up in time. There's a lot of songs we're listening to now. They're popping now, but I don't feel like a lot of these songs are gonna hold up in time. They ain't gonna make it to your oldie stations in 30 years from now. Maybe they do. You know what I mean? But Rich Homie Quan, when his shit hit, when it comes time for his shit to hit the oldie station, motherfuckers gonna be in there, look at my, and you won't even be able to deny it. Ooh, I'm glad I'm seeing this right now, because this is exactly what I want to talk about. Because you guys, we at Sharkeys, right? I let you know. Let me let you guys know the rundown. Every Monday Night Football, and your boy right here, your boy T right here on the MyT Sports Podcast. This is every Monday night. On Tuesday, we got trivia night and karaoke. On Wednesday, we got the full decks performing. Thursday night, we got Thursday night football. Friday, we got Slip Fire coming through here. On Saturday, you got the Smoking Aces. And on Sunday, it's Sunday football fun. Football Sunday fun day all day. So if you're wondering what you're doing next, the next time you go out, you're doing whatever Sharkeys has planned for you. Coming down here, you have yourself a good time. The owner's always walking around, so you're going to see him, he's going to see you. Make sure you put a smile on your face. Tell him MyT Sports sent you. Can we get into the birthday shout-outs? Because I got some birthday shout-outs. I had a few birthday shout-outs. We ain't tagged the birthday people this week. I wanted to see how the birthday people's going to feel unless they got tagged. And it's crazy, too, because I got some birthday people. When I say, like, we got some birthday people this week, I keep feeling like I'm hearing somebody call my name. But the person that's supposed to be calling my name shouldn't be here. Speaking of, watch this. I'm feeling frisky. Listen, I'm gonna be going on a cruise soon. I don't listen. It's one of those things. Alright, I'm back. Okay, let's get into it. Birthday shout-outs. Birthday music. Drop that beat. It's about that time. Ooh, I got a beat. I should have put people the podcast. Sorry, birthday people. I shouldn't be pissing all over your segment. But yeah, it's your birthday. We said it's your birthday. 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 Because it's your birthday. We say happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Hey, drop down to 200 plus yards. It's okay. I want to see what Joe Burrow's doing. I don't care about it. I want to see what Joe Burrow's doing. We got a bunch of birthday shout outs that we got to give out. It can either be that I decided to look too late, or I just happened to miss them when they gave me the notification on Facebook, right? But I had no birthday shout-outs for the 17th. I had no birthdays for the 18th. This is what started raising that eyebrow, because I'm like, nobody? Like, nobody? And look at that. It's already lying to me. It's already lying to me, because we did have some birthdays, right, for the 17th. We got my boy Ronnie. Oh, shit. I'm glad he wasn't out here for this. Hey, yo. I gotta wait for him to get out here. Because he's supposed to give me these shots. And I wanna know where he held these shots at. Nothing. Yo, Ronnie, where are these shots at? No, not you. How many you have right now? I'm just going to do a birthday. No, I said another sort. No, not today. Not today. Next week Monday, I promise you. But next week Monday is. No, not this week. Huh? Yeah, she did. But she don't get me today. But I do owe you some shots. We never put them shots.
I know.
So whenever you're ready, count them out. Let's go.
Let's go.
You made a suggestion, and you never came back with them. You said, yo, let's do the white tea, or you said something like that. Green tea. And I was like, yeah, let's get them.
White tea sounds good too.
You know, boy, it don't matter to me. But I'm doing birthday celebrations, and I'm ready to take birthday shots. Because the way these birthday celebrations go is that I give a birthday shout out to everybody that had a birthday since the last time I was on the podcast. The last time I was on the podcast was last Monday. So that means the very first birthday I have to say happy birthday to happened on the 17th. You know who had a birthday on the 17th? You did! Happy birthday, Ronnie All Thrills Bills! But he didn't get these shots out here, so shit is just awkward now.
I didn't know I was paying for those shots. I didn't know I was paying for those shots.
I'm paying for the shots, just tell him to put it on my tab. Oh, yeah, they couldn't bring them out. You put them on tab. I got them. Yeah.
Oh, I tell her that.
My bad. Yeah, tell them do shots and tell them it's on Tyler's tab. They'll confirm it with me at some point in time if they don't put it on their management. Yeah, we good. Oh, no, we good. Yeah, let's just tell them, yeah. This is home. This is Cheers. This is Sharkeys. You know, this is where I go. Everybody knows my name. And they always glad that I came. Because you want to go where you can be and your troubles are all the same. You want to go where everybody knows your name. Am I the only person that watched Cheers as a kid? I was like, I want that when I grow up. Like, those were adult goals. Go hang out somewhere, chill with your friends. I didn't know they was drinking, but you chilling, drinking juice, whatever, having a good time, exchanging stories about your day, you know, wilding out. I watched Cheers and I was like, yeah, I want to be that when I grow up. I ain't gonna fuck about none of their professions. I just do that afterwards. Want to have fun. And they came to the bar and they hung out. Before they stopped at home, they stopped at you know what I mean? Sometimes after they stopped at home, they came back to Cheers like, yo, I ain't gonna miss what was going on. What happened? Norm fell asleep behind the bar again. Norm, he's all crazy. I didn't want to be Norm. But I always appreciated Cheers. It's my ultimate reference when you find a bar you can be comfortable at. Like, that's your Cheers, you know what I mean? And cheers to everybody else. As soon as Ronnie comes back with these shots, I can cheers him for his birthday properly. Yeah, it was his birthday last Tuesday. Well, I'm still celebrating. You know, I do my birthday shout outs once a week. You know, I do my birthday shout outs for the podcast. Cause I got birthday. He was on the 17th. I got my boy Rob Book. His birthday was on the 18th. Y'all may have seen Rob Book. Sometimes he DJ'd here back in the past. He's DJ'd at O'Malley's a couple of times in the past. But you can catch him regularly at Tijuana Taxi. He's always DJing over there. So happy birthday to my boy Rob Book. Let's give him a DJ sound effect. Nah, I want the DJ one. There we go. I had no birthdays for the 19th. Sorry, 19th. Y'all gotta do some more work. But we got at least one birthday for the 20th. I want to say happy birthday to my homeboy, Sandra. I'm gonna leave it at that, because I ain't gonna try to butcher your last name. Echevado? Echevado? Echevadio? Yeah! Yeah! Shots. That's what I'm talking about.
The Bengals will lose about 11 now, bro.
What is going on with the Cincinnati Bengals?
I just told you. Jay Daniels threw a bomb, bro. And he just ran it in. The defense wasn't even ready.
Happy birthday, brethren. Salute. Appreciate you coming through. I'm gonna take the other half of this. It wasn't strong. I'm gonna take the other half of this at the end of the birthday shot.
Yeah, whatever. That's not talking about.
Happy birthday, Nikki Kuzma. Gotta say happy birthday to you. I also want to say happy birthday to Malik Bosset. Malik Bosidi. Sorry, my bad. What's Bosset? Bosidi. It is Bosidi. When I tell you guys, Malik Bosidi, your Caribbean champion. Malik Bosidi, your Platinum Pro Wrestling champion. Malik Bosidi. You name it, he not only has he done it, but if he hasn't done it, he can do it. I know I talk about a lot of people here on the podcast that you should hire for your promotion, that you should bring on if you want your promotion to really get that pop, that if you don't hire them, it'll be franchise malpractice. I've never met this more than I met this when I talk about Malik Bosidi. When I say this brother is uberly talented, when you put him on your show, it's like putting Booker T in his prime. It's like putting The Rock in his prime. It's like signing Carmelo Hayes right now. Thank you. So if you're an organization out there, a wrestling promotion out there, and you're looking for somebody to help be the face of your franchise, if you're looking for somebody to bring in and be like, yo, I think that this dude can be the one, I'm telling you, there's no ifs about it. He is the one. and you need a sound record on your promotions. Happy birthday to Malik Bosidi. And listen, if you don't believe me, take it from Tony Miller, somebody else in the local wrestling business. He's another Mike. He's like my son, one of the best in the business. Listen, if you don't hire me, then you hire Tony. Hire Tony Miller, because Tony Miller got boots in the paint. Tony Miller will show up to your promotion. He'll be there backstage with you. He's gonna get the interviews. He's gonna get the behind the scenes work. He's gonna be in the ceilings, inside the locker rooms, getting the scoops. That's Tony Miller. Listen, I ain't too big to give another man his praise, although he gets his flowers. Because the only person that deserves to be hired before me, if you're trying to find a ring announcer or somebody to work in promotion, should be Tony Miller. I'll tell you that right now. Tony Miller's the truth. Also want to say happy birthday to Lauren Beck. Sorry, Lauren. I know you don't get the same kind of love that Malik and Tony does. I ain't know you about wrestling like that. So let's go ahead and wrap this off. So Tarani and Tarab, Sandra, Nikki, Malik, Lauren, and Tony, want to wish you all a happy birthday. We hope you party hard, you enjoy everything. The weekend just passed, so I hope you stepped out, you flexed on these hoes, and you continue to stay MyT. Yeah. Cut the beat. No, seriously, cut the beat.
All right.
I appreciate you, Pippin.
Yeah.
Cheers to all of you guys.
Cheers. Okay, Jags look like they look like they're getting ready to score a touchdown. Oh.
Listen, I don't care how they score, as long as they punch it in.
They are.
Wait, Travis Etienne.
Behave yourself.
Oh, he must be. No. I will. First things first. Let's get into it.
First of all, first things first.
When we left the show on Monday, Diddy was just picked up. Everywhere. I'm everywhere. Where you want to look? I mean, it's up to you.
I know where that was.
When we left the show on Monday, and it's crazy how Monday went down. The beginning of the show, we was talking about Diddy. And I was like, yo, Diddy did it. There's no way that Diddy is still walking around the way he is right now. 2 hours later, they were picking that nigga up in the streets of New York. Yo, these words got power. I need to watch what the fuck I say. Diddy is being charged with all kind of diddling, disasterly deeds. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, he's gonna get stuck on that trafficking shit. He gonna get stuck on sex trafficking. And when he gets caught up on sex trafficking, I'm gonna need a couple of you rappers to pay attention. I'm gonna need you NBA players to pay attention. I'm gonna need you football players to pay attention. Because the moment you fly an Instagram model across state lines, you have trafficked sex. I'm just saying. You don't realize this. All of them hookers he's hiring to the party, the escorts, that's sex trafficking. But I'm gonna tell you guys again, pay attention. Am I the only, you know what? I feel left out. Like, this is some bullshit. Hold on. This is some straight bullshit. Everybody just coughing up a lung around me. I got 2 perfectly good lungs I want to cough up. Look at that. I'm super jealous now. She ain't even puffing. Just coughing to be part of the cough crowd. Look at that shit. Look, I gotta join. I feel left out. I got FOMO right now. I fear of missing out. Did he leave? Did I see that properly? He departed? Or you went and came back in?
I saw you when
Okay. Thank you. 2 times to make it right. So listen, NBA, come on. I don't want to stay here long because it's just gonna get redundant. We don't know what Diddy's gonna get done up on when it comes to his charges. But I'm telling you right now that out of all the charges that are gonna stick, he's gonna get caught for trafficking. And trafficking is the easiest one, and it's the only one that makes sense. And you guys don't realize it. You basketball players, you rappers, all you guys are sex trafficking right now. And anytime you get too big and they decide to come after you, then it's gonna be their easiest fucking charge. You know who I'm scared of? Mr. Bentley. I do not want to see Mr. Bentley take that stand. Because the day they decided to subpoena Mr. Bentley, I'm hoping he does it like that dude from YMG or whoever's out there for Young Thug. Like, say some shit, and then 3 weeks later, sound like you're crazy and be like, bitch, like, you was just here telling me, like, I'm trying to get out of here. I'm just trying to say what you say I'm gonna say. Like, what do you mean? Where's my umbrella? Like, fuck out of here. Like, he's the guy I'm scared of. Mr. Bentley is probably the guy I'm scared of the most. They get Mr. Bentley to start talking, start rapping. Like, yo, that's when you're gonna have me. Like, for right now, I don't care about the case. You're not gonna get me watching the trial. You're not gonna have me doing none of that stuff. Let me hear Mr. Bentley is being brought up. I want to hear what the fuck is happening at this point. I'm officially interested because Mr. Bentley got all of the juice, and I'm hoping Mr. Bentley signed a lifetime long MDNA. I really hope he did. Is that a touchdown for Cincy? That's the opposite. What the fuck is going on in the goddamn cornfields in Cincinnati? This is the third straight week where Cincinnati is not living up to par. I'm sorry, we got to switch over to football real quick because Cincinnati in week 1 fucked up everybody's survivors pool. In week 2, they had us questioning them, but still saying you can still bounce back. If Cincy loses to Washington, a football team with no name. No, they're called the Commanders now, my bad. They're the commies. This ain't gonna look good for Joe Burrow. And everybody keeps saying, oh, you know Joe Burrow starts off slow. You know Joe Burrow starts off slow. How slow can you start before panic sets in? How slow can you start when you say like, yo, you keep starting it slow. You're not gonna keep being able to dig yourself out. So we know he's done it in the past. And just because he has started off slow in the past and found a way to still make the playoffs, still even make the Super Bowl, doesn't mean you can rely on that shit every single year. I honestly thought this game was a must-win for the Cincinnati Bengals. And unless they do something drastically in the second half, for somebody that keeps coming out here every single week and saying that I believe in Joe Burrow, I don't know if I can believe in Joe Burrow anymore if he loses to the Washington Commanders. And that's real talk. That's 100% real talk. Because how can you trust them? Am I just gonna no, granted, to be able to sit here and put up fantasy numbers, maybe he's trustworthy there, even though he hasn't been in the last couple of weeks. Like right now, he got me scratching my head because I'm finally fucking winning. Like I'm finally winning. 157 yards and a touchdown. ETN, 17 yards. Who else did I have in this game? Final. Zach Moss, second quarter, 5 yards. Finally. Cincinnati's defense, 3 yards. 3 points on defense. This isn't looking good. This ain't looking good at all. I gotta see these scores. I got it. Wait, what? Let me go back. Let's get back. I'm looking up right now. I'm trying to see. I forgot what the fucking up. What the fuck? See. What the Cincinnati score was. That's what I was trying to do. Give me a second. I'm about to pull this up. 'Cause I gotta see the yards. Like I said, Joe Burrow only got like 150 something yards. And he must be. No, they're not on overtime right now. But I mean halftime. I think they're on halftime right now. Maybe that's why no action has been going on. I'm not even sure if what I'm saying is even true. Let's see. No, it's still. Yep, it's officially halftime. All right. So there's no action for me to see. But let's take a peek at this score. Commanders up 21-13. Bills up 34-10. This Buffalo game's a wrap. That Cincinnati game, as disappointed as it is, there's still opportunity for Joe Burrow and them to come back, which by default makes now the Cincinnati game the more interesting game. But before we even get there, all right? The Josh Allen maturation. But this game is over. This Buffalo game is over. The Josh Allen maturation. I want to say that we're honestly watching it happen before our eyes for really the first time truly this year. And I know that sounds weird to some of you. But like, nah, he's been born. He's been born out of control. Nah, you have to think, right? This is where the breakdown happens, right? Because you have to remember, Josh Allen was an iffy quarterback a couple years back. They were trying to determine if he was the guy to move forward with. They were trying to determine, like, okay, is he somebody that we can pay and make a franchise quarterback, or is he going to be Sam Darnold? I know what you're saying. I'll get there. This year, more specifically than any other. And I realized this by being an asshole and just joking around. Every time Josh Allen made a good throw and somebody caught it, I was like, oh, look at it, the pass to Diggs. Touchdown, oh, touchdown to Diggs. Clutch catch, oh, look at the catch by Stephon Diggs. This is me joking. Knowing Stephon Diggs isn't there. And then you realize, the same catches Stephon Diggs was making, you got other guys making. The same throws that he had to make to Stephon Diggs, he can now spread the ball around and make it to anybody. So the reason why I say that we are now really witnessing the maturation of him, because remember, when they were questioning him a couple years ago, they had to get him an elite wide receiver to see if he was really the truth that they thought he was. And they got him an elite receiver. And every year Stephon Diggs started putting out 1,400 yards. That's elite quarterback to wide receiver combination and connection. Now they get rid of Stephon Diggs. And Stephon Diggs now becomes what's considered another headache in another location. Or a man that just wants to get his, give me my money, give me my money, give me my money. Right? He becomes another guy that just wants to get paid. And there's only so long you can deal with his command and demand of the ball. Especially if you're starting to think to yourself, yo, we got other guys out here that can be productive. We got other guys out here that can catch. And I just got to get them in some kind of rhythm for them to be productive versus needing to force the ball to them 13 times. Now, granted, when you have a guy like Stephon Diggs, Jamar Chase, the young boy that the Giants now have, Sauce Gardner, or Garrett Wilson, I should say. Oh shit, Blazing Wills, I haven't been there in a minute. What's going on? When you have guys like that, it's not the fact that they need the ball a dozen times. You should get the ball to them a dozen plus times. Just like if you got an elite running back, he should be running the ball 25 times. What are you holding on for? Baltimore. We're gonna talk about them a little bit later on. So you don't have to worry about that demand and command of the ball. You're starting to see this year Buffalo's whole offense open up. Their whole entire offense open up because somebody doesn't need the ball. And granted, a lot of players say this, and you don't pay attention to it when they say this, when they're not living up to expectations. When you get paid that money, there's an expectation that comes about you. So Stephon Diggs, if he gets paid that money, and you're paying me to be this 12 catch wide receiver, this 12 targets a game, like Camilla Anthony used to say, I don't care really how many points I have, how much I have in a win or loss. I do care if we lose and I wasn't maximized. Because I feel that if I was maximized, we don't lose. That's not needing the ball. That's not asking for the ball. That's not being a ball hog. That's saying I believe in what I do so greatly that if you maximize me, we can win. If you don't maximize me, we don't have a shot. But if we win without being maximized, I ain't gonna say shit. I can sit back. But if we lose, and you do that same shit when you ain't maximized me, then I got something to say. Why not getting more touches? Because if you give me more touches, or if you maximize my abilities, then we won't be losing. If I get my 12 targets, my 15 targets, good shit is gonna happen because I am me. I am him. So, does Stephon Diggs suffer from the him virus? Yeah. Is it understandable and deserving? Yeah. Has the absence of Stephon Diggs allowed us to see Josh Allen as a much better thrower of the ball, a much better quarterback, a much better producer than we probably thought he was over the last couple of years? That should be happening right now as you're watching it too. You should recognize that Josh Allen, I was gonna sneeze. We should recognize that Josh Allen is the driving force keeping this team alive. And I know for a while we knew that he was basically the running game. But we couldn't decipher if he was the passing game or Stephon Diggs was the reason for him being so elite in the passing game. This year we are seeing he don't need Stephon Diggs to get into that ass. Pause. He don't need Stephon to dig himself out of a comeback. Or out of a deficit, I should say. Like, it was cool and we can dig having Stephon, but Stephon isn't needed. And that's what we're seeing. And the fact that he's not needed is only complementing Josh Allen's maturation and his young greatness. Because as the league changes, right? And we're seeing this, and and some of us don't realize it. Because as you wonder why the Jared Goffs and the Derek Carrs and not the Sam Darnold so much, but the Baker Mayfields can look so good all of a sudden in the NFL, is because, well, they looked pretty good when they first came in the league. And now the league has gotten simpler and more predictable. And the simplification, right, and the predictability of the league is part of what helped Tom Brady last for 20 plus years, because throws that he couldn't make because of how the game was designed, or because of how defenses attack, or because of the IQ of defenders in the first 10 years of his career was different than it was the second 10 years of his career. So I say this to say that if you can last in any of these sports, basketball, football, if you can last, remember Frank Gore said the same thing. Hey, how can you play so long? These defensive linemen are stupid. There's people on defense, they're not smart. I'm sorry. They're not smart, my bad. Like, involuntary reaction. But if, like, they're not smart. So Frank Gore was able to outthink them because they was just stupid. They weren't smart. And granted, a lot of the younger guys in sports aren't as smart because they just rely on their athleticism, and you could be outthunk. So when I say this about when I bring up Tom Brady's category, it's not to throw shit on Tom Brady. It's to let you realize guys like Tom Brady, guys like Frank Gore too, like LeBron James, guys like PJ Tucker, guys like Vince Carter, Patrick Beverly got extended because the league that they came in isn't the same league that finally really paid them or extended them or kept them. They were able to be kept off of mediocre skills. So now Baker Mayfield is looking like a good smart quarterback. Derek Carr's looking like a good smart quarterback, and he's always kind of been there. But now if everybody around you is getting stupider, it makes you look smarter by default. It makes you look better by default. I don't think you guys are realizing how this is happening. Now, I wasn't trying to throw shots at Josh Allen, but this has also helped Josh Allen. The league he came into is in the league he's in now. He's able to do more now. He's able to take advantage of more people now. Josh Allen is one of the elder statesmen of the league. You realize this. We talk about good quarterbacks. It's Aaron Rodgers and that's it. Russell Wilson is being benched for a second-year player. Matthew Stafford is still tearing it up, but Matthew Stafford always been tearing it up. And as things get stupider and dumber and stupider, less complex is the politically correct word that you guys want me to use here. But as offenses get less complex and defensive players get less complex, it allows guys that have been in the league longer that had to sharpen their metal versus more complex schemes and more complex players. It makes this a cakewalk. I gotta stop. I'm hating myself. I gotta focus. So I get distracted easily. You guys know this. I gotta pee. That's what it is. So Josh Allen and the elder statesman. You start being able to separate who's for real and who's not. Ironically, Baker Mayfield's looking like the truth, while Daniel Jones, while he helped the Giants stay alive, I can't say there's a lot of excitement in Giant Nation. It's basically like, okay, cool, we won, but nobody can celebrate this win. Nobody's hanging on the rim on this win. Nobody is overly jubilant, right? Or jovial. It's a decent win that's helped you stay alive because you don't want to be 0-3. You don't want to be 0-3 with the opponent you have ahead of you. You go 0-3 and you're talking about 0-7, 0-6 possibly, 0-8 even. So I can see why Giants fans have tried to taper their enthusiasm about this win. Cool. I get it. Jets fans aren't any better, believe it or not. I can't remember the last time I've heard Jets fans this quiet. You don't understand what I mean by this. Even in bad years, I've heard more from Jets fans already than this year. You understand, for 3 straight weeks, my Jets chat has been silent. Crickets. Nothing. It's almost like they're too scared to react. Me, I'm over here throwing my jet all over the place like I put my Nick on the table. I can't wait till basketball season starts. Oh, it's right around the corner. Oh, I'm gonna put my Nick all over people's faces. Or I'm gonna walk around here with my Nick out. You can't. Oh, you wait till basketball season starts. I'm gonna walk around this motherfucker with my Nick out. Nick apparel everywhere. This past week's games were interesting. Like I said, we started with, thank you, Travis Etienne is in the red zone, but is he scoring? That's all I care about is if he's scoring. You know what? I'm gonna take a quick commercial break because we don't keep score here. But I do need to piss my ass off. Exactly. So we're gonna take a little quick commercial break. Another good one. And when we come back, Jets fans, I'm not done with you. Because the breathing portion of it is just the beginning. It really is. You guys should be really ashamed of yourself for a whole lot more than that. But we'll talk about that a little bit more when we come back from this commercial break. Bleep, 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 bleep.
They didn't join this team to win championships or become famous. They joined because there is important work to be done, and only some able to do it. They are brighter, better educated, led, and equipped than any team in history. They are doctors, lawyers, engineers, technologists, and combat troops, all prepared for whatever comes their way. You'll find them where the lights don't flash, and the only contract they sign is with themselves and their country. One day, they may be asked what they did to make a difference in this world, and they can respond, I became a soldier. They didn't join this team to win championships or become famous. They joined because there is important work to be done, and only some able to do it. They are brighter, better educated, led, and equipped than any team in history. They are doctors, lawyers, engineers, technologists, and combat troops, all prepared for whatever comes their way. You'll find them where the lights don't flash, and the only contract they sign is with themselves and their country. One day, they may be asked what they did to make a difference in this world, and they can respond, I became a soldier. They didn't join this team to win championships or become famous. They joined because there is important work to be done, and only some able to do it. They are brighter, better educated, led, and equipped than any team in history. They are doctors, lawyers, engineers, technologists, and combat troops, all prepared for whatever comes their way. You'll find them where the lights don't flash, and the only contract they sign is with themselves and their country. One day, they may be asked what they did to make a difference in this world. And they can respond, I became a soldier.
Unless y'all scoring, I don't want to hear none of that shit. Welcome back. It's your boy Talento Montero, the Mighty Sports Podcast. I told you guys, Jets fans, you're not off the hook. You're really not off the hook. You thought I forgot. You thought that by the time I got back from my bathroom break, that my potheadism would have kicked in and I would have forgot. Hold on. I gotta see these damn scores. I just need Joe Burrow to put up numbers. That's all I care about. Him or Etienne or somebody. I can't keep having this game being this close, especially after I talked all that shit. I talk mad shit. Like I said memes, I said reels. Like you heard that Roman Reigns shit. Like yo, that was me talking shit earlier. So I beat Darnell every year. Well, Jets fans, or Jets as an organization. This is not directed as Jets fans. Let me retract that. This is actually directed at Jets, period. Because Sam Darnold is showing us what it looks like to finally be around competent people. A competent organization, real weapons at the running back position, real weapons at the wide receiver position, a real offensive line. Another thing, and this is why they say it's different to play in New York than it is anywhere else. The benefit now of playing somewhere that when you play football, football is first. And football is all that matters. When you're part of their sports organizations, part of one of the sports franchises that represents that city or that state or that team, right? That's all that matters to them. In a very small environment. So ain't no going out to 6 o'clock in the morning. Ain't no fashion shows. Ain't no fashion week. There ain't something happening every single week for you to make an appearance for as the starting quarterback of the New York Jets. Nah, you don't got to do none of that in Minnesota. You got a dog show in October. And that's before the season starts, so don't even have in October. You got a dog show in July. And in April, you got to go do a burger commercial, a car wash commercial. That's it. That's all Minnesota requires you to do. But we're seeing, this is the second quarterback in very short time frame. In very recent memory, right? But in a very short turnaround. That, oh, they about to get to him. Sack! Listen, the Buffalo Bills almost got the New York Giants out there. New York Giants came away this weekend with 7 sacks. It could have been 8. I think I'm lowballing it. I know they had at least 7 sacks when they played the Cleveland Browns, who, not for nothing, the Cleveland Browns are basically what we thought the New England Patriots were going to be. They are trash. They are beyond trash. Like, they are biodegradable, like, trampled on pig shit. I don't know we don't know what's going on in Cleveland. Like, when they say you go to Cleveland is a place that you send people for careers to die, it is happening because Deshaun Watson is dying a very slow death, and he caused it all. And oh my God. It was 3 years ago, it was 2 years ago, and it's still the same today. The Deshaun Watson contract is officially the worst contract in sports history. The worst! This is even considered the Jeremy Lin poison pill with Houston Rockets. Have you seen Deshaun Watson lately? Have you seen what the Cleveland Browns are doing lately? Have you seen the ineptitude that they put on that field every single week? It's disgusting. It's horrible. Like, you understand? They have a big name quarterback. And if there was any year that they could put brown paper bags over their head, it'll be this year. That's how bad it is. It's bad. Michael Jackson bad. Like, no, not even that, because they ain't pushing numbers.
Hey, they gotta shoot, man.
It's crazy what's going on in Cleveland.
I like Judy.
I mean, it's a player here and there that we can feel sorry for. We need to get out of there. But when you thought that Deshaun Watson was supposed to be a savior, as Houston doesn't look half bad. Now, they looked bad this week. With all the weapons Houston has, they shouldn't be putting up the kind of, like, they shouldn't have games where they can't score at least 3 touchdowns. That should not happen. But Minnesota has been showing us something. Again, Jets, Sam Darnold, it comes back to him. When he left the Jets, we thought he was going to be the next Ryan Tannehill. Not even that. Ryan Fitzpatrick. Not even that. I don't even think they gave him that kind of credit. They thought he was a bust. He was about to be a journeyman. Minnesota is his, already in his young career, his either 3rd or 4th team. Already. He's barely been in the league that long. But when you get to a place where it's just football, certain places, they are beneficial for some young quarterbacks. That's why they say it's special to play in New York. You gotta be special to play in big cities. Because there's too many distractions. There's too many things that aren't sports related when you're the sports guy, when you're the quarterback. When you're in Minnesota, it's just Minnesota. It's underground tunnels and football. That's it. What are you distracted by? Every chick that is bad is a regular chick in New York. But down here too, like what they consider baddies in Minnesota. But like, what you talking about? Ruth from the dollar store? Like, I mean, I know she could get a come up, but I don't know. I guess. There's certain cities that's like that, and but you don't realize it until you see it really unfold in front of your eyes when they say you got to be built differently for some of these big cities. Miami is a pseudo big city, like because you fall into the tendency, you have way too many distractions. So while it may not be the same for your quarterbacks, right, and your star players, it's like that for the city itself, right? It's like that for the city itself, where if you're not winning, then you could get phased out easily because there's too much shit to get done. The only difference now between Miami and New York is that they expect shit from you in New York. Like you get totally derailed by what's going on, and it doesn't get talked about enough. Also in Miami too, when they have a hard time, but you got to be built differently. And some guys can survive in a flourishing city, a never-ending city, a big city that people really come to vacation at, where other athletes go to come visit at, celebrities come to visit at, entertainers, singers. Like, that's what New York, LA, and Dallas is. Miami too. These are places where people come like, oh, I finally got some money. This is where we start. Yeah, Houston, but Texas, Houston too, yeah. Like, there's cities that's like that. And these cities, when it comes to being an athlete there, it takes a special something for you to survive because that media will chew you the fuck out. In Minnesota, they're happy you're their quarterback. In New York, they like, you should be happy you're New York's quarterback. They treat you differently. And so that helps too, is that you get a crew, you get a fan base around you that protects you all the time. They love you, they cherish you, they're always building you up. Like, they're appreciative. Oklahoma, when it comes to basketball, same thing too. You know, like there's certain places where they're small, like they're so appreciative that you're that, oh my God, this athlete is part of my team. And I never understood that. I'm a New Yorker, full through. I never understood that. I'm like, what the fuck you mean? Like, they should just be happy they playing for your team. Like, the fuck me, you're happy that they're like that. Like, you drafted them. They should be happy you drafted these motherfuckers. They could have been somewhere else with their tall ass. They could have been Allstate. You know what I mean? But that's how New York is. Like, there's too many of us. We don't give a fuck. Like, you get here, be great, be happy, because also people that realize Dallas too, LA, you can have mediocre careers, subpar careers, But you do it in New York, you do it in LA, you do it in Dallas, and that sets you up for life in the entertainment business or in other ventures. Minnesota, you can't be average. Or you just can't be a playoff team and next thing you know, you'll be like, oh, I done made myself a post-career out of this. Nah, you could be decently average, make a playoff or two here. Like that Prescott, media career set if he wants. He can do whatever he wants to do in media after this. Dallas. Sam don't like Ryan Fitzpatrick. He learned the same thing too. Came to New York, right? He played for every New York team you could actually know. He played for every AFC East team you could imagine. He played for the Jets. He played for the Bills, and he played for Miami. As well as 6 other teams. No, he didn't play for. I think that's the one team he didn't play for. Wait. Or is it No. No, he played for Buffalo. Did he play for the Patriots? I don't think he did. I think that's the one team he didn't play for. Because he played for every other team in the AFC. No, because Tom Brady. Yeah, that's right. So he would never have an opportunity to play in the Tom Brady era. For the Jets, he would have had an opportunity. For the Bills, opportunity. Miami, opportunity. But people realize you come to places like New York, you go to places like LA, you get to places like Dallas, and you can set yourself up afterwards, whether you have a Hall of Fame career or you just are good enough for a buzz for a couple of years. Bart Scott helped build a brand from being in New York for 3-4 years. A whole brand off of it. You understand? Anytime somebody in media says, can't wait, they gotta pay him like he's Jimmy Buffer. Like he said, let's get ready to, I can't finish this line. You know what I mean? Like he gets paid. He gets to look like, it ain't as much as Jimmy Buffer, because Jimmy Buffer gets paid like $1 million per every time somebody uses it, every time he has to say that line. But Bart Scott gets a little chunk of change. When Nick Saban, is it Nick Saban? Alabama coach back in the day? When Nick Saban wanted to use it in one of his speeches, he had to ask Bart's permission. So that he didn't have to go through his go through his publisher to pay him. Okay, can I use it? Like, yeah, I got you. Yeah, you can use it. He let him use it for free. You don't build these things unless if you're in certain places. You just get washed by the wayside. Keyshawn Johnson, like as great as he is, them early ties in New York helped. Also, he's probably one of the top 5 wide receivers that most people are considered out there. But it's short. You don't still think Keyshawn Johnson is one of the top 5 wide receivers out there?
Ever. All time. Not even.
Who?
Johnson's top 5 ever.
Top 10?
Not even top 10. Keyshawn Johnson.
Former Jet. Keyshawn Johnson.
Top 5 ever.
Straight cash, homie. That's Randy Moss. I said straight cash, homie.
Top 5 ever.
Okay, maybe I'm putting. Maybe I'm confused. Okay, I'm confusing him with Randy Moss in my head. But Keyshawn, I'm gonna tell you this.
You got Randy top 5. You got Randy Moss.
And maybe it's me that because Keyshawn Johnson gets a lot of respect for me, right? And maybe that's because of me. Because if I'm not mistaken, 1,000+ yards every year with quarterbacks you can't name today. When 1,000 yards meant something. Not when you're playing 22 games in the season. We're talking about like 14 games, 15, 16. What's that? I'm gonna have to look that up. But I feel like he had a stretch of consistent 1,000 yards receiving seasons. And granted, I don't think he played more than like 10, 12 years. And I feel like he cut his career short. But that's what I remember about Keyshawn, is having shit quarterbacks and him always having uber productive years. Where his years, and granted, when you think about greatness, I also say this: you only can judge people on who they competed against, right? Like I can't compare Bill Russell's numbers to Michael Jordan's era or Stephen Curry's era. You know what I mean? I only could judge you based off the peers, like how dominant were you amongst your peers, based off the rules. You had 4,000-yard seasons. That was it. Out of how many years? Really? And I would have sworn he had like 10. This is interesting. I wonder why I feel like Keyshawn Johnson has had 1,000 yards receiving the majority of his career. I have to figure out what did Keyshawn Johnson lead in, or what made him so valuable. Because if you look at his numbers, just remember, a lot of those years, no quarterbacks, no quarterbacks, no quarterbacks, no quarterbacks. Like he played with literally nobodies. Won a Super Bowl with a nobody. That's a Tampa Bay squad with Warren Sapp. Rich Gannon, something Gannon. What's bopping, pimpin'? I see you. I see you. Oh shit. What's going on? What's going on? Chris is on the podcast.
We had 10,000 yards, bro.
10,000 yards. In 11 years, 12 years almost, and shitty quarterbacks. That's not bad either. Because if you say he had 12,009, I mean 12,000 and 10,000 and 10 yards. That's damn near fucking 900 yards at least per season. So I wonder if his touchdowns was just up there to put him amongst the elite. Because all I remember was just Keyshawn Johnson. And it's like I said, I haven't looked up his stats. I haven't seen his stats in God knows how long. Also, in my head, I really thought I was mistaking him with Randy Moss. Because Randy Moss is who I feel more safe about saying he's top 5. Keyshawn Johnson, I feel that he should be top 10 because he always played with shitty quarterbacks. But if Keyshawn Johnson ain't in your top 15, top 20, then something's wrong.
That's a good point. He had no quarterback.
Yeah, he never had a quarterback. And that's why people felt like as these young wide receivers come about, people feel confident about
Are those all empty?
all of these. Yep.
Thank
you, sir. I
No,
appreciate
anytime.
Thank you. 2-yard passing touchdown thrown by Joe Burrow. Let's go. I need these fantasy points. I need to whoop Darnell's ass again for the 8th straight year in a row. I need to start making bets in my fantasy lineups every week. Like, I'm one of the few people that runs a no money league fantasy football league. I'm not a gambler. But I am all for betting weekly for a matchup. And I tell people, you know what's happened? I was scarred early. I remember doing football pools and all this other shit. And what I always hate is trying to chase down people for money when money is due. Like, you knew this shit was coming up. Like, why am I chasing you down for $5, $10, $20, $100, whatever it is? I don't like that shit. And I don't want money to come between friends. Because I will eventually cuss you the fuck out for not paying your dues when you're supposed to. And it ain't about the money. It's always going to be about the principal. So I keep money out of it. But if you guys want to bet every week amongst yourselves, amongst your matchups, feel confident that you're going to whoop that ass. And it could be money, it could be drinks, it could be humiliation. It don't matter. Put your money where your mouth is. You know what I mean? Like, yo. You know what I'm saying, though? Like, keep the same energy. That's what I'm saying. Is keep your same energy. But y'all don't be wanting that shit. Listen, I want a very innocent, non-money league. And I have to be happy about it. Let's go around the league for a little bit. Right? Because I know we started off with them, but let's hit them up again. New York Jets, right? Like I said, while you should be embarrassed that Sam Darnold and Geno Smith is out here balling because you are a shit show of an organization and you have no clue how to develop a quarterback, right? And you need a 40-year-old Aaron Rodgers to save your ass to make us feel good about any season that we've had since Rex Ryan. Like, you should feel ashamed of yourselves. But it's crazy, though, how some teams have the same problems. Jets can't develop a quarterback for shit. Giants can't get an O-line for shit. Some teams can't find a kicker all the goddamn time. It's almost like the pressure of knowing that you need to be the savior for this thing that this team has needed for their whole entire lifetime, or for the last 10 years, or since you have known about them, really eats at people. But for these Jets, I'm happy for my Jets this week. They beat the New England Patriots 24-3. And when I say they beat the Patriots 24-3, they beat the brakes off the Patriots 24-3, which obviously you can see by the score of 24-3. And can I tell you, as a Jets fan, like, this is why I said that Jets fans are just nervous right now. They're too scared to cheer. Because my Jets feed, my Jets chat line is normally blowing up 50 times worse if we would have started out 1-2, 0-3. Like, you understand the kind of shit that would have been talking about, but I feel like they're too scared to cheer. Whatever happened last year got them traumatized. They're in PTSD right now. And even when you have a 3-touchdown victory, which this is what I really want to talk about. I can't remember the last time I can remember my Jets beating a team by 3 touchdowns. You understand? Over the last few years, over the last half decade, over the last half dozen years, we've been just lucky enough to beat a team by 3 points, much less 3 touchdowns. We've been lucky enough to beat the New England Patriots by a field goal, much less 3 touchdowns. So if I'm happy that my Jets are getting it together, you know what? I'm not gonna let any of yous take this from me. No, you can go be miserable somewhere else. 'Cause I'm happy. You mad? You big man? I'm happy. Shout out to Plies. I'm happy. My Jets are 2-1. We got a couple more easy games coming up on the docket where we could improve. Aaron Rodgers and Coach Salah, Robert Salah, had an awkward exchange on the timeline where Aaron Rodgers was like, yo, don't fucking touch me. This ain't your shit. This is my show. Yo, it really looked like, yo, this is my show. Don't touch me. You don't get a chance to celebrate. Like, yo, it's game 3. We shouldn't be this happy for a touchdown in game 3. Act like you've been here before. Who the fuck is reacting to the shit that I've been acting? Fast acting to acting. Zigzacting. I don't even know what to say. What? The fuck is you talking about? I gotta figure out where the fuck you just responded at, Shayna. I seen your response somewhere. I don't know where the fuck it's at. Oh, let me see if it's gonna pop up here. Oh, there it goes. I don't know why this didn't look here. What up, Paul? Shauna. I said Shayna. My bad. I don't know what the fuck. My bad. It's my fault. I'm sorry. I apologize. I know. Like, listen, you have to understand what happened. I saw the notification pop up on my phone. That's how I knew you was here. And I was like, oh, let me go find you on Facebook. I'm like, why the fuck am I looking on Facebook when my interface filters all of this shit into one chat? I have to get used to my own technology. This is the first signs of old age. Not understanding new technology even when you're fully engulfed in it. But how you been, Poe? It's been a long time. Long time. You know you can call into the show whenever you want. Your voice is always welcome. Like nothing has changed, just the platform. Like if you need the behind the scenes code, right, the private code, like to get on here, I'll send you the private code, but I mean the Podbean is always up. You can always call in anytime you want. But if you want the behind the scenes code, like I'll send it to you. You know, like you've earned it. Like what are we talking about here? Like say less, you got it. You got it, you got it. Hey. Whatever they said. I am officially a half a beer too deep. Wildin' and smiling. Wildin' and smiling. Oh my gosh, she's about to be 3. What? Wait, what? 3? Okay, so nothing. It's not even the fact that you have a brand new 3-year-old. It's the fact that I also have to come to the realization like, damn, I've known you well over 3 years now. And it doesn't even feel like that. But damn, Paul, we got histories. We got histories. We got toes in this motherfucker. We got toes in this bitch. Y'all make sure y'all listen to y'all mama, okay? Y'all make sure listen. Because it ain't, listen, eventually she gonna take that belt to y'all. I'm gonna convince her to, right? Y'all better listen to your mama. I have a 24 almost. God damn. Damn. Sorry. Wait, really? Wait, hold on. He was, no, stop it. Wait a minute, wait, whoa. Wait, yes you do. Wait, cause this is kid number 3, right? So I'm about to say, cause the kid that I know, there's no way that he could be 24 already. Okay, okay, the 16-year-old. There we go. That's the one. I'm like, there's no way he's 24. I'm like, no, there's no way he's 24. Okay, wait. You remember before the dreads? Oh shit! Shout out to Poe. Like shit, nah, fuck that. This podcast is not even mine anymore. Yo, shout out to Poe. This show's not even mine. This is officially Poe's show. Poe remembers me before dreads. I barely remember me before dreads. Like I see pictures of me without dreads, and I'm like, hey yo, that's how I look like before dreads. Wait, so see, okay, fair enough. I did just start my dread journey like 4 years ago, and it feels longer than that sometimes too. And it's crazy because I had a bet with my niece. And I'm never gonna cash in on because I can never take her money. I forgot what we bet. But I bet her before she realized it, definitely way before 5 years, my hair was gonna be well beyond my shoulders. And here we go in year 4. I got that whip appeal. Pause. Cause there's a lot of Diddy going on out there. I don't need people thinking I be doing whip appeal shit. Nah. I mean, it's a different kind of whip appeal. Like you have to picture it from a bottom view, and all you see is like, you know what I mean? Like, hold on, let me get the behind the scenes cam on Instagram for you guys. Like, this is what you guys see. Like, if you used to that, like, that's the only kind of whip appeal I got. I apologize, you people on the behind the scenes cam on Instagram. You may be pregnant. That's crazy. Cause you know it's so crazy because I know it happened during COVID, but sometimes it feels like it happened before COVID. But then there you go. It didn't happen before COVID. My phone just confirmed that shit by giving me the waka waka. Yo, I swear, I'm gonna slap the shit out of my phone one day. That motherfucker's mad disrespectful. Like, it has perfect comedic timing. But I'm gonna slap the shit out of my, like, one day you guys are just gonna be like, bitch, granted, I'm probably gonna be on beer number 6 that day. But I'm gonna backhand the shit out of my phone on camera one day. I apologize to everybody on Instagram because I would have went from impregnating you guys to giving you a black eye. And that's not what I do here. I'm not that old school. Like, I drew my limits somewhere. It's right in between. Like, right, like I grew up right in between, like, a backhand and passive aggressive silence. So I may shake a motherfucker, right? No, these are all jokes. This is all comedy, okay? Comedy. Do not take anything I say seriously. Even when I give you my picks, don't take that shit seriously, because if you allow me to lose you money, even though I'm very right a lot of the times, that's on you. How you doing, Poe? It's been a minute. It's so crazy too. And I know you'll get this, and I don't mean to make the whole moment somber, but a friend of mine today, we was just talking about boating incidences and boating accidents, because I have a friend that wants me to go on a cruise with them, and I'm like, we'll see. But then they keep on mentioning a balcony, and I'm like, listen, anytime a balcony is mentioned in any kind of scenario that involves my name, also involves my name being screamed through the horizon. Sorry, listen, you're not just gonna put a balcony in front of me and expect me not to put the balcony into full usage. Like, listen, I'm damn near a nudist. You guys have no clue. Don't let fear get you, but trust your damn gut. Oh, I got no fear about open waters. I don't. We were just having a conversation about it. And also, my love of balconies, if I did have a fear of open waters, would fully trump my fear of open waters. Because balconies are a thing to conquer any fear of. Like, you don't understand. I'm just thinking about it right now. The balcony. Just thinking about it right now. Like, if the camera was angled any further down, you may lose an eye. I don't even know. I'm. Can I tell you how much I'm the guy that doesn't care about details? You let me know where we're gonna be, what we're doing, how much it costs, so I can see if it's in my budget, and I just show up. Like, I don't care about details. Like, you listen, you can kidnap me, for real, because it sounds like plans that we're making. Like, 'cause I wouldn't know where we're going, what we're doing. Like, you could take me somewhere and just leave me there, and then I was like, I have no clue what country, what state, what's your plan? I don't know what it said on my itinerary. I hopped on the plane. What flight? What you mean? The one that goes zzz. Like, listen, man, I am a Cancer sign. I don't think you guys understand when you become a full-blown Cancer. I live by the wind. I live by the currency. Wherever the tide takes me is where I go. And why would I care about anything? I am water. I am vast. See, those Cancers that are getting emotions because they're trying to control the currency. You can't control currency. You just have to be like water and go with that flow, baby. Poe. You can't do that while I'm drinking. What the fuck? What you? What am I supposed to do with this? I ain't got no napkins around here. No nothing. Just beer in my nose. What? What you mean you've never flown? Especially in the era of getting flown out? Like you never been flown out? You haven't been flown yet? Flown? Flown? Flew? I only got nose in my nostrils because you. Shut up. You can't be laughing at me. Listen, if Poe's the only person I interact with tonight, and all of you guys feel left out and jealous, then good. I'm okay with it. Because you don't understand. Poe can read your future. Like, she can read you your stars. You are tripping. I am not gonna not talk to somebody that may be able to determine parts of my destiny. Or tell me about it. You tripping. That's like cussing out the people that make your burgers, that cook your food. You wildin'. You wildin'. I've busted and trained it. Hey. Sorry. I apologize. You already know. You already know where my mind is at. It's yeah. Who's gonna keep digging? You're gonna keep digging. My mind is in the gutter. Oh man. Let me bring it back in for you guys for a little bit, because I know you guys want some sports. You want sports. I get it. You want some sports. Sorry, Cole. I'm coming back. I mean, I ain't gonna stay here for long. Alright, Pippin, easy. But the cards tell what's likely. They do. They do. So the New York Jets not only had a 3-score lead, right? A 3-touchdown lead, to be more specific. But you don't recognize these as the same old Jets. You don't know the last time. And granted, Aaron Rodgers being healthy is really what determines all this, because I'm going to put Mama to bed. Gotcha. You're good. Appreciate you. You never know what's going to turn out. So the fact that Jets fans are so nervous is probably the loudest thing to me. And I get it, right? Because while the Jets were the favorite in this game to win, I didn't think they were going to cover the spread. I don't know if we talked about it on the last show, but the spread was like at 6, right? 6.5, some shit like that. I didn't think there was any way possible the Jets were going to cover the spread. The New England Patriots looked good the last couple of weeks. Like, good. I don't want to hear now, yeah, I didn't think they was going to win any games this season either. But they came out and they showed us some grit. They showed us some fight. I got to judge who the fuck they was by the time we played them. And what a lot of people thought was that, their defense is good. This dude is a good game manager. He can manage this if his defense is good. He got decent weapons. Wide receivers, running backs, defense. You know what I mean? The gay head coach, like he's continuing the gay Patriots culture. Bill Belichick was gay too. I'm not speaking on the current one. But this was a good win for a team that, like I said, it's on both sides. New England Patriots came and looked like the New England Patriots the first 2 weeks. Like, they didn't skip a beat. Like, they finally was looking proper. Even though we saw how they looked like the last 2 seasons. And the Jets, for the first 2 weeks, kind of came in looking like the Jets of old. Looking like the Jets with Zach Wilson, looking like the Jets with Sam Darnold, looking like the Jets with whoever the backup quarterback is for whoever's in our division that has this backup quarterback that broke his ribs when he was with us last year. 2 years, whatever, how many years ago was it? So, eyes up here. I ain't getting no damn fucking response. Hold on. The fuck? Let me stop, see? Blame it on the Henny, blame it on the Goose, blame it on the Jameson, got me feeling loose, blame it on the Yeah, so even while I felt confident that the Jets were going to win this game, I felt no confident they would cover a 6-point spread. Again, past history said against it as a Jet. Past history for the Patriots said against it. What the season was showing this so far as the Patriots said against it. What the season was showing this so far as a Jets fan against it. No confidence was going to cover that spread. They covered that spread. And that is probably the most intriguing thing that popped out to me, because covering that spread, they're not just covering the spread. 3-score game. That's how much you cover that by. I'm like, yo, this is work. This is work. You understand? Really, the only team that is being worked more right now is Jacksonville, and they're being beat 47-10. I'm glad that the person I'm playing against didn't have Josh Allen on their squad, because he would have cooked me. As we witnessed the maturation of Josh Allen. If you thought you were witnessing the maturation of Josh Allen in years past, yes, but nah. This year right here, dog, this really shows us what Josh Allen is really about. This year right here is officially over for the WNBA. I'm gonna take a break from talking football real quick. Right? Let's pop it up real quick. I want to talk to these ladies for a second. Because
Hey, ladies.
our ladies continue to ball. Our ladies continue to impress. Our ladies continue to do their thing on and off the court, and definitely in the tunnel. Which I'm telling you right now, listen to me. This is going to be some free promo. It's going to be some free promo. My bad, I'll give it to you too. Right, but check out WNBA Tunnels on Instagram. You won't regret it. If you watch these, this game is over. 2 seconds, 1 second, 37-point victory. Let's see what happens now in the Cincinnati game. As that game needs to come to its crescendo as well. Whew, I gotta chew. Shit. As long as I'm winning in my fantasy, let's go. That's what I'm talking about. 74-50. Joe Burrow, 3 touchdowns. Let's go. 273 yards. Let's go. Travis Etienne, 68 yards. I take it. 7 points. I'll take it. Zach Moss, 57 yards. I'll take it. Another 7 points. I'll take it. Because at least it allows me to beat my opponent that only got 4 points from their combined running backs. I put up 14. That's a 10-point. That's plus 10 points. My opponent got 4 points from their running back. He had Richardson. I got 22. That's another plus 18. Let's go. Wide receivers, we kind of broke even, but he outscored me there. He got 17 points from his combined wide receiver with CeeDee Lamb and St. Brown. And I got 15 from Jared Jefferson and Mike Evans. I gotta find another wide receiver. This is some bullshit. I had fucking Travis Thielen on the bench doing it, like just putting up points for no reason. Even running back wise, I had Chubby Hubby. You know what I mean? That's my running backs putting up work. 22 points, fantasy. You know what I mean? I ain't here to give you. I ain't here to give you like winning tips. You, I mean,
The MyT
this is just
fantasy
MyT
football
fantasy
tips.
football,
Not winning tips. Just tips.
Just the tip?
Just the tip. Just the tip.
Let's just say what I want involves much more than just the tips. Just the tips. What I want is much more than just the tips.
it's just tips. I don't know if they're winning tips or not. But I don't even know if I want to start Chubby Hubby next week. And that's something I gotta look into, right? So he won the wide receiver battle by like 3 points. You gotta look into that. 2 points actually. Like that's already too late. Like my deficit, like right, is already too mass. It's too vast. I'm up 28 points, but okay, that's 26 now. Exactly. Defenses, I'm up another 2, and we're in that back up again. And then kicker, outscore him by 6. Like the only place that he outscored me and was in the wide receiver position. Every other place I dominated, 74 to 49. This is why I had to send to my brother, right? And I love him to death, but we talking fantasy here, right? And when we talking. And when we talking fantasy football, like,
And the fact that you still stand here and you want to still do this just blows my mind. I don't get it. You can't beat me, Jay. Look, Jay, you can't beat me. And I want to know what's going through your mind right now, because I don't understand the fact that you actually think that you can beat me. And the fact that you still stand here and you want to still do
nah,
this
I ain't
just
gonna
blows
lie.
my mind. I don't get
Listen,
it.
I ain't gonna talk straight
And
bombastically
the fact
like I
that you
was
still stand here and you
like I was fully confident the whole way. I was really kind of down at that first half still. And shit was just kind of up for grabs. And if it wasn't for the fact that they really put up some numbers in the second half, that's what helped secure my victory. But in the first half, I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy at all. Giants fans should be happy. Let's go around the league a little bit. Just a little bit. Nah, can't go around the league. Why not? Cause we said we had to talk about the ladies.
Hey, ladies.
The WNBA season is over. What's going on, Pimpin'? Oh, you popped up in both places. I appreciate. Acknowledge me. I'm the one that put out the Roman Reigns meme while still down. And I sent it to Darnell because I beat him every year. What makes you think you can beat me? Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. You going down this year. It's my time. I want in. You guys got fat while we all starved to death. Taking that belt home where it belongs. Around my sex toy while I fuck it. Now y'all just wait. Cause I still have to make the updates to the league. Y'all just wait. You're the 2-time champ, okay? And I'm the 1-time. I mean, if we counted all of those, I'm the 1-time champ. Actually, 2-time champ. If we counted all of them, I'm the person that won his rookie year. I started that shit. I'm the Carmelo Hayes. When I shoot, I don't miss. I'm the one consistently in the playoffs. I'm the one that's been there the most times. Like, without me, there would be no standard. And might I also add, if you guys want to bet every week amongst yourselves, you can. Because I'm going to bet y'all coming up on these weeks. You guys going to have to come see me for real. Not just with your chest, but with your wallets. This may be a free league, but nothing has ever stopped you guys from betting amongst yourselves during weekly matchups. Listen, man. I learned from the best. I learned from the best. If I gotta be the Vince McMahon of the league, then god damn it, you son of a bitch, I'll be the Vince McMahon of the league. Per capita. Listen, can we talk about Diddy for a second? Right? Because they talk about the amount of baby oil they found. And I just keep thinking, per capita, he doesn't have that much oil in his house. Like, that's not really a lot. Do you guys not remember Mooly Glow? That day, I had a dozen bottles of baby oil. So when we talk about per capita, like in my room alone, listen, in my room alone, I have 3 different type of oils. And that's not even counting the essential ones. Like, so I don't get it. I got a baby oil. I got olive oil. Not the chick from Popeye either. I watch too much porn. Olive oil. It makes it glisten, and it lasts longer too on the body. It doesn't dry out as fast as baby oil too, so the lubrication lasts longer. And the naturalness of olive oil is just good for the body, and it's good for the hair and everything else. Oh no, listen, I only buy olive oil when it's on BOGO at Publix, because one for cooking. And one, so I have olive oil, I have baby oil, and I have massage oil just in my room. That's not counting any other oil in any other. That's not counting the 2 other things of baby oil in the bathroom. Like, so when you count the oil per capita, right? Somebody that has, right, a multi-acre mansion, right? Think about his square footage. Think about the amount of oil he has per capita. It's not that odd, not only for the amount of space he has, but also what they're using it for. They're using it for parties. It'd be a shame if I were to show up. Hey, no, but listen, it'll be fantastic. It'll make me and my listeners happy. We'll see ratings rise. But so everybody makes a big deal about the oil, and I'm like, how much oil do you have or not have in your place? Because I'm curious, because I have a decent amount of oil in my own dwelling. My toes are out. It's okay. I don't mind if your toes are out. I'm not even a toe person, but I'm pretty sure Your toes are done. It probably got a white tip on them. So I got nothing to worry about. Ain't nobody seeing your toes anyway. Shamar got way my all for them feet. Oh, Shamar, I did not know you had video evidence of me impregnating people. Listen, I understand everybody needs a cameraman, but I need consent. Right? Actually, I really don't. I don't give a fuck. I did not know you had video evidence of me impregnating, like, one of my best friends' peoples. I don't know if if that was one of my best friend's peoples at that time. But I didn't know you had video. I need to see this. I just need to see it. I need to laugh too. Yes, exactly. Because everybody in Sharky has seen this video except for me, the creator of it. Like, what the fuck? I want to see the moment I hit it with the take that, bad boy. Like, I am, so, for Casadena, since you know the person, I impregnated Bobby's girlfriend. This is before I think they were officially together. Listen, man, that's the reason why I couldn't go back. I couldn't go to the pool party with them afterwards. I was like, there's too many of y'all in couples here. Like, I'm the only single one here. Somebody's gonna have a black baby, and I'm not the one to be explaining myself. Hey, Diddy Mondays. That can't be a thing. No. Listen, I'm smiling and walling, but I still need to see them videos. I still need to see that video though. I need to always see videos of my own recklessness. Because, listen, if you can't laugh at yourself, like what the fuck you gonna do? I'm not ashamed of it, right? Am I proud of it? A little bit, yeah, a little bit. You know what I mean? Because it created a moment that most people won't forget for some time. And listen, if we don't have these fun moments to cycle through life, how do we remember which Saturday was what? Now we gonna remember. But what's even funnier is that the next time I saw her, I didn't recognize her. And as I'm walking by, I fucking her, or what normal people call staring at her, and she goes, "Hi, Talon." I go to my friends and I'm like, either I'm drunk as fuck, or somebody I was just eye fucking said, "Hi, Talon," and I have no clue who the fuck they were. I was reminded of who the fuck they were. And since then, I have not been able to forget. I do like to keep things tight. What the fuck is happening with the Bengals? I no longer believe in Joe Burrow. Who's my backup quarterback? Jared Goff? I think I'm going to have to start Jared Goff. Listen, it is what it is. Giggity, giggity. Wait, hold on. Let's remix it. With the master of the remix. Remix. Diddy, diddy, do. Oh shit. Okay, I know. There's a lot of shock value shit coming on here, right? You guys have no clue that I ride for Diddy this hard. Pause. Big pause. Pause. Like, hey yo. Right? But also, nobody expect really big pause that the Jets were gonna cover the spread. I'll see you soon. Right? The New York Giants, they needed this victory. They couldn't start off 0-3 the way that the Cincinnati Bengals are about to start off 0-3. The Cincinnati Bengals may be the biggest disappointment of the season. I don't think I'm speaking in hyperbole. I don't think I'm being a Monday morning quarterback. Or as of week 3 right now of the NFL season, the Cincinnati Bengals may be the biggest disappointment. And for 2 straight weeks, people have said, "Oh no, they always start off slow." How slow is too slow? Like, did you get out the block slow? Like fast, like too fast, too furious, or whatever? Which one? Or were you slow like Simple Jack from Pineapple Express? Like, how slow is too slow? Because they're starting out the block so slow. Their bus may only fit 4 people. But I'll let you tell it. I'm tripping because I'm seeing what I'm reminded of. I'm seeing what I'm constantly forgetting. I'm seeing what I'm supposed to be talking about. And I ain't going to forget. I just going to keep talking football until I forget that. Hey. All right, let me get into it. The WNBA season is officially over. So the WNBA playoffs has officially begun. I don't recall if they've named the Rookie of the Year yet. But there's only one way I'm surprised of the Rookie of the Year, and that's if it doesn't go to Caitlin Clark. And the only other deserving person is Angel Reese. Now, I don't think that she was going to make it to the... I don't think that she qualifies. Now, granted, because I'm saying that she took herself... That she got injured. But she may have called her season quits after she gave herself enough games to qualify for the Rookie of the Year. I didn't think of that until I was doing the podcast, until I was getting ready for the podcast. I had no time to research this. I may look at this a little bit later for next week. But if anybody outside of Caitlin Clark wins the Rookie of the Year, I will be shocked. I will be surprised. And you've heard me make sure I consistently put other deserving women in the talk as well. In the talk. Cameron Brink, Shakira Jackson, in the talk, in the conversation, who's really 3 and 4 in this voting, if you ask me. Maybe not, maybe 4 and 5, maybe 3 and 5. It all depends if you're able to put the bulldozer Cardoza up there, right? But for the most part, you're talking about for the season that's been really a 2-person race of Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. When Angel Reese went down, I thought it was an automatic bid that Caitlin Clark was going to win. So the only way I am surprised of who was named Rookie of the Year is if it's not Caitlin Clark. And that's Caitlin Clark flat out. Not Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Not Angel Reese. If it's not just Caitlin Clark, I'm shocked. Because what she has helped done for women's basketball is phenomenal. What she has done in women's basketball in her rookie season, in scoring, in assists, in 3-pointers, is ridiculous. You understand? For the people that can't watch women's basketball for the simple fact that, oh, these women don't, I will challenge you. How much Big 3 basketball are you watching? How much G League are you watching? How much the basketball tournament are you watching? How much overseas if the answer to these questions is none, then don't make it seem like you're not watching the WNBA because, oh, these women's on dunking. You're not watching WNBA because it's not the NBA. Some people can only watch professional sports, fully professional sports. I can admit, I can give 2 shits about college football the majority of the times. I don't care when these kids become professionals. There's way too many fucking college teams. I pay more than college basketball than I do college football, and trust me, it's not that much. It could be more. It should be more. So don't make the fact that you're not watching women's basketball is because you know they don't dunk. You don't love basketball, but you only can watch basketball at its highest professional level. Me, I love basketball. I'm gonna watch basketball whether it's the NBA, whether it's the WNBA, whether I gotta watch some college games and put it on the background. Maybe not some high school games, but the basketball tournament, Olympics, foreign, the basketball tournament, Big Three. I said the basketball tournament, you should catch up on it. Oh shit. I see motherfuckers whip into this bitch. That can only mean one thing. It's not who I thought it was. I'm gonna put this chair away so we can have space here in a second. Because like I said, Raiders are about to rise, and we need room. Exactly. Zach Morris is in the red zone, but can he score a fucking touchdown for me? Now, what isn't surprising is who the WNBA MVP is. We've talked about it, we've said it, and we've said it before, we're going to say it again because now it's official. Shout out to Adrian Wilson on winning WNBA MVP. We wouldn't have expected anything less. Like I said, even as a New York Liberty fan, if you haven't heard me before, I'm going to tell you it again. And if it's your first time listening, I appreciate you listening, but don't forget to like, share, and follow. Because these do get re-aired on Spotify. These do get re-aired on Pandora. These do get re-aired on YouTube. TuneIn Radio. MixLR. Who am I missing? Tons of shit. Well, what didn't shock me, like I said, I'm not surprised about Adrian Wilson winning MVP. I'm really more shocked that this is her third straight MVP. And as a New York Liberty fan, trust me when I say that Breonna Stewart may not have that Breonna Stewart may not have deserved that MVP. You can talk me into why you gave it to her. I still wouldn't believe that she's fully deserving it, but I may understand your logic. Asia Wilson should be having her third straight MVP. Asia Wilson should be having her fourth career MVP. She led the league in scoring this year, as well as rebounding. 1 yard, rushing, touchdown. Zach Morris, let's go. Because we're saved by the motherfucking bell. I think it's Zach Morris. My bad. Hold on, let's see what we got in the problem line. That's the only line where I can't get the call-ins. We got like 5 minutes left in the show. Oh yeah, we cutting this short today. You gonna get 2 hours from us. There's been some shockers this whole entire week. There's been some really big shockers. New Orleans losing to Philly. Based off how New Orleans started off the last couple of weeks, that's a big shocker. That's a big shocker. Baltimore beating Dallas, not that much of a shocker. Actually, let's go through these standings, right? Because I actually gotta see, we gotta see in real time who we got right and who we got wrong. And you know what's crazy? We got people coming up with a podcast, so when they come up, maybe we'll extend the show a little bit. Maybe we'll extend the show a little bit once they pull up. But if they don't pull up in a reasonable time, I can't guarantee that. So we had the Jets beating New England. lock it in, done deal. You know what I mean? 3 scores later, 24-3, victory. We had the Giants needing a desperation win over Cleveland Browns, and plus, Cleveland has been proven to be a complete shit show. They're a mess. If you're going to talk about a place where people go, where careers go to die, that is Cleveland. It's happening right now as we speak. Philadelphia Eagles eked one out of New Orleans in a game that had almost no offense, period. Right, as Philadelphia win 15-12 and made us out to be lies as we picked New Orleans to win this game. Same thing happened with Houston and Minnesota. We thought Houston had enough to win this game. No, Sam Darnold in Minnesota shows what it looks like when you're a top prop, when you are a highly touted quarterback, and you finally get talent around you. Because too often, a lot of these quarterbacks, they get drafted in the first round, not first round picks. If they had to be drafted solely off of talent, a lot of these guys would be 4th round picks, 5th round picks, 6th round picks, 7th round picks. But because of the quarterback position and the fact that it allows general managers and coaches to reset their I'm fucking up timeline, why not draft a quarterback in the first round, regardless of how high up you're reaching for him? Who cares I'm reaching up 6 rounds to get a quarterback? That's my guy. And then when he's not your guy 2 years later, oh no, we had to get rid of the coach. The coach was bad. Let me get my coach in here to really coach up my guy. And then the coach is like, I need my guy. This is the GM's guy. We need a guy that we could pick together. And then they get another guy. Now you've gone through 3 guys. Geno Smith, Sam Darnold, Zach Wilson, Ryan Fitzpatrick. But let's keep with the guys that they drafted. I'm just saying, you guys don't realize that shit. Tampa Bay loses to Denver. That was another upset, but you got to figure Baker Mayfield was going to come down to the norm eventually, right? That didn't really work out into our favor. Did Cincinnati win? No. Washington won this game 38-33. And the Cincinnati Bengals. Is that right? Really? Like I'm seeing the score. I'm squinting my ass off. And I still don't believe what the fuck I'm seeing. Like, you understand, like, that's how much I'm in disbelief. I'm gonna refresh this page. The last time they had the score was they was in their 20s. That's crazy. When I say that's crazy, you mean like that is full-blown crazy. Cincinnati Bengals fall to 0-3. The Bengals have a better record. I mean, the Washington Commanders got a better record than the Bengals. The Falcons got a better record than the Bengals. The Rams got a better record than the Bengals. The Cowboys, the Ravens, respectfully, got a better record than the Bengals. The Cardinals have a better record than the Bengals. The Dolphins have a better record than the Bengals, and they haven't had a quarterback for the majority of the season. The Raiders have a better record than the Bengals. The Panthers have a better record than the Bengals. You understand? The Bengals right now are one of only 3 teams without a win. It's them, the Jaguars, and the Tennessee Titans, who the Green Bay Packers beat 30-14. Another one we had right. Indy over Chicago. Haha. That was another gimme. Pittsburgh over the Chargers. Put some respect on Mike Tomlin's name. That's another dub. And the Pittsburgh Steelers are now 3-0. 3-0. That means right now, they're better than the Jets. They're better than the Houston Texans. They're tied with the Minnesota Vikings. They're better than the Saints. They're better than the Eagles. They're better than the Chargers, the Bucks, the Packers, the Lions. Just to name a few of the few that we didn't mention earlier. We're going to have to really stop disrespecting Mike Tomlin. Of course, Seattle took an easy victory over Miami. Their quarterback is out gangbanging somewhere. It's never too soon. Yee. The Las Vegas Raiders, they lost to the Carolina Panthers 36-22. The Carolina Panthers, who were as dysfunctional as a team could be, but they put in the Red Rocket. They had Andy Dalton, an actual adult, run the team. A team where the owner insists that you run 5 to 10 plays of his own design. I am telling you this to tell you again. Cam Newton deserves more respect. When he came to this team, remember, they flat out told him you can't get tattoos because we won't like niggas with tattoos. He took this team to the Super Bowl, a team where the owner feels that it is his right to put in 5 to 10 plays per game. Andy Dalton, an adult, came in and he did things that the young quarterback couldn't do. And he got them their first victory. And he has the Carolina Panthers with a better record than the Cincinnati Bengals. I know. This shit is wild, right? What's even more wild is that the San Francisco 49ers will lose to the LA Rams to fall to 1-2 and to help the Rams get their first victory. As the LA Rams beat the San Francisco 49ers 27-24. I'm going to chalk this one up to division rivalry. Because I'm a Jets fan. And I need to believe that the San Francisco 49ers are the creme de la creme of the NFC, the way they destroyed us. There's another one I was wrong. We're starting to pile up the losses. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 losses so far. I can't really take any more. I really can't. But I'm going to take one more because I picked Cincinnati over Washington. So I had 6 losses. And that would be about it. Detroit beating Arizona on top of it, 20-13. Baltimore beating Dallas, as I picked that shellac. It was 28-25. The fact that Dallas came back within 3 continues to show us the dysfunction that is the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, the Baltimore Ravens. Because for some reason, when they get up, they're not running the ball. For some reason, when they get up, they can't protect the lead. For some reason, when they get up, they don't know what to do with themselves to stay up. The fact that this is a... How you doing? What's poppin', pimpin'? So the fact that they cannot behave yourself. So even though the Baltimore Ravens got the victory, and they finally, let me put up these numbers. They finally, when I say finally gave Henry the ball. They finally gave him the ball. And even though it became a close game, it was a close game that you still ultimately won. The fact that you allowed Dallas to put up 19 points in the fourth quarter alone. you should be counting your lucky stars. But 25 carries for Derrick Henry? Yes. What did we say earlier today? Your starting wide receiver needs to get a dozen attempts. Your starting running back needs to get 25 plus carries, 151 yards, 2 touchdowns, 6 yards per carry. You understand why we looked at the Baltimore Ravens so foolishly? Like they were literally out here committing franchise malpractice by running Derrick Henry meagerly? Lamar Jackson, 14 for 87 helps too. And a touchdown. 12 for 15, 102 yards. Touchdown there too. Receiving yards, Rashad Boatman, a touchdown there. But this is the formula we was talking about. And the fact that y'all picked up Derrick Henry and decided to go away from him, y'all get a flag on the play every single time. You get no sympathy from me. If you want sympathy, go put up a diction. Look between shit and syphilis. Can I kick it? Yes, I can. Can we say the same thing about Buffalo Bills kickers all the time? No, we can't. As the Buffalo Bills kicker missed the first kick of the evening, I end up didn't matter because we saw again what I can keep calling the maturation of Josh Allen. They blew them the fuck out the waters. Like completely blew them the fuck out the waters. They would end up winning this game. I don't know why they didn't do that way. You know what I mean? What's the score at? What's the score at? They had to win this game 47-10. Complete block, 37 points. Kansas City would beat Atlanta 22-17. A whole lot of questionable plays. And all I can say from somebody that now is just watching Patrick Mahomes from a place of appreciation, that is no longer having to deal with Tom Brady in his old division. Welcome to fucking Tom Brady 2.0. Because this is the bullshit we was complaining about in the division when it came to playing Tom Brady. Well, y'all just thought we was complaining. But it's like, oh, we making that shit up. We was just salty that we lost. Stop hating. What you guys used to say, stop hating. But now y'all see that shit. And this is the same thing that used to happen. Who's hating now? I'm done here. We're done here. We'll talk about the Celtics maybe next week because we're going to get closer to basketball season. And this basketball season is going to pick up some interesting things because there's some news about the champs. There's really some Celtics news that we have to get into. Just know until we get into it, it's going to be on the docket every single time. But until we get to that, I want to remind you guys that I am your host, the one and only Donald Domar Taylor. This has been the Mighty Sports Podcast. I want to thank you all have been for listening. I forgot what the fuck I was going to tell you guys as my outro. It's because I haven't learned it yet. It's in my group chat in WhatsApp. But it has something to do with having fun and appreciating it while you have the opportunity to. Because you don't get second chances. You really just get new beginnings. Even when you try to relive something that you already had. That really is a new beginning. You don't get second chances. Even though sometimes when it feels like certain people have circled the block in your life, it may seem like you're getting a second chance, but you're both getting a second chance, but this is a new beginning. Because neither one of you are in the same place that you were when you first tried to do this the first time. So I'm not going to sit here and talk about my weird-ass love life. And how the same person or the same people or the same couple, right, circle through your life at the same time, all the time. And it always leaves you in vicarious positions. But I just want to thank you guys for listening. I'm your host, the one and only. Darling Thoma Taylor, the motor mouth of the South. And I'm out. Yeah.